Good morning, Avade and Tiro Faisho, Chairman Manchin, Ranking Member Peruso, members of the Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources. Thank you for conducting this crucial hearing on the state of America's territory. As the newly elected governor of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, I appreciate this opportunity to highlight the strategic importance of our islands in the security of our nation and peace in our Indo-Pacific region. I also wish to share with you the urgent challenges confronting our Commonwealth, the path we are forging towards recovery and resilience, and the support we seek from Congress. We in the Northern Marianas are grappling with crisis on multiple fronts. A government in fiscal disarray, an economy still struggling from the impacts of COVID, and several unprecedented typhoon disasters that preceded the pandemic, infrastructures and systems that are woefully unprepared for the climate crisis, and a shrinking population as citizens leave our islands for greener pastures. Against this backdrop of vulnerabilities are the geopolitical challenges presented by China in our islands and the region. My administration is fully committed to rebuilding relationships of trust, confidence among our citizens, our federal partners, and our allies in Micronesia and the wider Indo-Pacific area. 4 weeks ago, I was sworn in as the 10th elected governor. I entered an office that had been literally stripped bare, but far more troubling, I found the government's finances in complete disarray. We are still assessing the extent of the government's fiscal woes, but we are already taking necessary but painful actions, including cost containment measures. We have also placed high priority on increasing oversight and accountability of federal and local funds, and have sought assistance from and pledged full cooperation with local and federal agencies in investigating and holding accountable those responsible for the misuse and abuse of public funds. As my administration continues to tackle our government's fiscal disaster head-on, I want to remind this body that the Commonwealth is still recovering from disasters that in and of themselves were unprecedented and extraordinary in scale. Just a few years ago, the Commonwealth was devastated by 3 natural disasters that occurred within the span of only 3 years. The most recent, Super Typhoon Yutu, was a Category 5 storm that ranked the most powerful on Earth that year and was the worst storm in the U.S. soil since 1935. These storms wreak havoc on our homes, our businesses, schools, infrastructure, and brought into sharp focus the vulnerabilities of our islands to the impacts of the climate crisis. These natural disasters were followed by an economic downturn as tourism, our primary industry, collapsed. We are grateful for the federal government's investment that have been made in projects which will go to support our long-term economic recovery, and we welcome the opportunity to work with our federal partners to break the bottlenecks holding up hundreds of millions of federal dollars awarded to support our economic recovery and development. A major part of our struggle to carry out critical infrastructure and development projects is a shortage of labor and serious uncertainty affecting the stability of the Commonwealth's workforce. I, therefore, strongly support our U.S. Congressman Kilili Sablan's recently reintroduced legislation, House Resolution 560, the Northern Mariana Islands Population Stabilization Act. As Congressman Sablan has stated, the population loss in our islands and resulting loss of economic viability not only hurts all of us, but also has an implication for U.S. strategic position in the Western Pacific. With increasing competition from dominance from China, the United States needs to be strengthening our position in the region and not shrinking the significance. Equally important, I appeal to you to consider amending the U.S. Workforce Act of 2018, which governs the administration of the CW program. With a diminishing number of CW permits every year, and with the program's end just around the corner in 2029, I ask for your support in the repeal of the section on the touchback provision. More than 50 years ago, Mr. Chairman and members, the Commonwealth's founding fathers traveled thousands of miles across the sea to Washington, D.C. to negotiate the covenant between the Northern Marianas and the United States. The Marianas delegation included my own father, the late Dr. Francisco Palacios. Their hopeful vision of a thriving Marianas and a strong relationship with the United States hold true today. And like our Commonwealth founding fathers, I carry the decisive mandate of the people to repair and strengthen relationships of trust with our own federal partners. We are acutely aware of the sensitive geopolitical challenges of our region and recognize the vital role we play in ensuring the safety, security of all, and in supporting a larger strategic imperative. Now, the Northern Mariana Islands is also America's front line in the Pacific. We face many challenges, but our people who are American citizens possess the grit, the resilience, and resourcefulness to pull together as we have always have in times of crisis to solve our problems. That said, we do need help, and I am here to seek your assistance to contribute to the CNMI's economic recovery and financial sustainability. Thank you for the opportunity to testify before you today. May God bless the Northern Mariana Islands. May God bless America. Thank you. Si Jesus Masi Iliso.
Thank you.